round 3 of the Mythic Society Weekly. We are versus Dominic Harvey, who is playing Mono Red Combo, also known as Goblins. We got 4 Snoop, 4 Muxus, 4 Matron, 4 Recruiter. We have like all kinds of combo stuff with Torch Courier, Kiki Jiki, Trash Master. We got Earwig Squad coming in. Man, just any goblin you've ever seen in your entire life, it's there with your 4 Muxus, and let's see what we can do here. We're Pawn Shops, and we are on the play. Let's do it. Oh man, we even had Birthing Pod draw Scorpion, but no mana to work with, so let's just mulligan. This hand is much better, in that we are turn 1 Worm Coil Engine. Should we just bottom a workshop here? I feel like we should just bottom workshop. That way we can keep our draw Scorpion, you know? One pot away from going off. Opponent does have Trash Master, which we need to be worried about, and they can even put it on top and give Snoop Trash Master's ability to play around Revoker. So no, they're like combo, so it might not be good enough, but I don't really care. I'm keeping. I mean, they are aggro. Like, they're still a Goblins deck, but they have a lot of combo pieces. But I think like they still have to do like aggro things a lot of the time, so I don't know. Turn 1 Worm Coil. They don't play any Wastelands, so I think I'm just going to put away the Workshop and keep my 2 other cards here, which I can play on turn 2. My Worm Coil has Vigilance with my Ravager, kind of. Not really. But we'll just act like that's true. The nice part about playing things early is we can block the thing. Oh, there's a Recruiter. All right, so we might lose this game if opponent sets up a Snoop combo too fast, right? I don't really have any way to deal with that besides like getting a Sphere of Resistance or something. Like they can go, what, Snoop on top, underneath, put a Trash Master so they can play Snoop and then kill my Worm Coil Engine. If we were like draw Revoker, then we could just revoke Snoop, which would be kind of weird. But we only have a couple of Revokers in our deck. We're not like super well set up to beat this kind of draw. We could have mulliganed harder for Sphere Resistance, but maybe we should have mulliganed harder for Sphere Resistance. I don't know. Felt like having a Worm Coil Engine was a good play, but it might just not be good enough. All right, so here's how our opponent set up. Torch Courier, Snoop. So they're gonna go for the kill. Does this kill us next turn if they have a land? They go Snoop, Courier. It's just a turn 2 kill. I guess maybe I was supposed to mulligan to Spheres, I guess. Huh. Maybe I can draw a Trinisphere. I mean, they don't have that much Accelerant mana. They have 4 Chrome Mox, Lotus, Ruby, Petal. I mean, I think opponent just had a pretty strong hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they just have a mana source, they win. Yeah, so they just play this and then they make infinite dudes. Um, can I stop this? They make infinite tap dudes, and then they have a fanatic on their next turn, which so I would need a revoker and I would need a revoker and an angel. A revoker on Mog Fanatic and a platinum angel. Can I possibly do that? Oh, they copy the revoker and put the oh, okay. All right. I was trying to figure out if I could like birthing pod, could I like potentially do that somehow? But all right, so I'm gonna keep all of my non-thorn sphere effects on the play, and I'm gonna bring in Dismember and Triskelion, and then opponent is bringing in 2 Shattering Sprees, 4 Null Rod, Needle, Sting Scourger. So I think I'm just gonna take out Platinum Angel. And I mean, I can Spyglass. I guess it's okay. The real problem with Spyglass is it only saves you for 1 turn. Like you have to name Snoop, and then they can just draw and play Kiki Jiki and do Kiki Jiki, right? Or no? Does that only work with Snoop? No, that only works when it's on top, right? So I can just always name Snoop, and there's no way I can get comboed. Is that true? Kiki Jiki targets. Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, maybe we'll play these then. I don't want to take out too many of my chain. Maybe with 4 null rods, we need to trim a birthing pod. I might just trim this scrap collector thing, scrap combiner thing, and a ravager. I don't know. Probably fine. All right, so I guess we won't be keeping. Interesting. I guess we can keep this. It's not the strongest keep, but it's okay. Yeah, I guess we should have mulled a sphere in game. I don't know. I still think that like if they don't have a fast mana, like our worm coil is still pretty close to being good enough. So it's very likely they're gonna fetch a mountain off that. So I think here I'm just playing birthing pod. Make them play a needle if they have it. And then what can we turn this into? We'll look at my own deck list. So we can just turn this into a scrap trawler. And that way we can turn the scrap trawler into like a lodestone. I don't know, maybe a treasure keeper or something. I don't know. All right, here's Mountain Chrome Mox. All right, so they're starting to accelerate. Strip Mine on my Tolarian Academy. It's pretty good. Glad we played the more expensive card first. So I think here we definitely just play Ruby, and then we play Ravager. We can't activate Ravager yet, but we can't activate Birthing Pod yet because we don't have any mana. But being locked underneath a sphere isn't the worst for us because we do have a pod. Obviously, if they have Shattering Spree right now, it's quite good. Just kill the Ravager while I'm tapped out. I didn't put any 1-drops in the deck to go from Factory to all the way up the chain. I didn't like any of the 1-drop choices I had very much, so I just chose to skip that and not be able to Factory up the chain. So if they do kill this Ravager here, then we don't have anything left to pod up. But we can kill any creature they play. We could even pay some not life for it if we needed to. Not a bad spot to be in. I definitely think we want to just turn this into a scrap trawler and then turn the scrap trawler into a lodestone maybe. All right, here's a recruiter. We might have to leave open 2 mana to dismember as well. I don't really know. If they play a 3 mana Snoop, we have to always hold up 2 mana until they start. And then the minute they activate their Snoop, does the Kiki Jiki target? Should target, right? So the minute they activate Snoop on targeting Snoop, we just kill Snoop, and then they have a dead Kiki Jiki. Well, it's not dead Kiki Jiki, but it's a 6 mana Kiki Jiki, I assume. Yo, Cabo, thanks. So yeah, they went for. Oh, they might go for Trash Master too. They might go. How does it say how you ordered it? How do I tell how they ordered it? Oh, I don't know how they ordered it. You just reveal and then it's some order. Is that how that works? I don't know. Okay. Oh, we drew a scrap trawler. Interesting. Interesting. I think I just have to modular onto my factory and upgrade my Ravager and hold open Dismember, I think. No, it just says they put the card on top. I should have activated using my Ruby or using my whatever. All right, I'll turn this. Maybe I should turn this into an inspector. I turn this into an inspector? No, I'll turn it into a scrap trawler. No. I guess I don't. Well, the Snoop will have Trash Master's ability. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna lose 2 artifacts this way. Yeah, so it has Trash Master's ability. So I assume they kill the Scrap Trawler, we get back Ravager, and then when I use my removal spell, they kill the Birthing Pod. I mean, I think we have to do this, though, because the next turn, it's still the combo on top. So, we still have to kill this Snoop. Though maybe they kill the Sphere Resistance so they can cast Trash Master. I don't know. I think in the end, I'm still just supposed to dismember this thing. So they shoot and kill Strap Trawler first. So the only thing I can get back is Ravager. Well, I guess they could kill Birthing Pod then. Yeah, maybe they just kill Sphere and that, or maybe they just kill Trawler Sphere. All right, they're killing. Yeah, this dies. I get back Ravager. Maybe they have to kill Sphere so they can cast this. No, it's turn 4. They don't have any more mana sources, right? They already used Strip Mine, so unless they don't have any more mana sources. So they have to kill this Birthing Pod. But they're locked out. Their next draws are Trash Master, Kiki Jiki, Mog Fanatic. So I think this is good for us. So I think I'm gonna just play Ravager and stand up and attack rather than play Scrap Trawler. I mean, next turn I might even stand up everything if they don't have any more creatures to play. So they have another Chrome Mox in their hand. Okay. So they're still a mana away from Trash Master. So we know that their hand has a Trash Master and 2 unknowns. Another Sphere. Wow, that's got to be better. They have any instant speed removal? No. This is game 2. I want to lock my opponent out as much as possible here. Yeah. All right, so I guess I underestimated how combo centric they are, and I should be more focused on spheres than I was in game 1. Yo, CWS, I appreciate that. Thank you for the host. We're playing some vintage tonight. We're playing the Mythic Society weekly event. We have a cool birthing pod shops list that I stole from like a VSL from a few years ago. Maybe we don't want to cut all the pods. Well, they're probably still brought in 4 ley lines, so maybe we still need all the pods. I mean, I think a sphere is like an infinitely better play than to do Ravager sacking of any kind. We can think about Ravager sacking after the sphere. But you still want to like be able to stand up both your lands, so you need to keep 1 Mox in. I don't know. You can think about maybe looking for more damage on the next turn. I think playing a second sphere is much better. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just gonna run it back with this. I feel like we punted game 1 pretty hard by keeping the turn 1 Wormcoil hand, it looks like, but you live and you learn. This looks like a keep from my book. Turn 1 Trinisphere, followed up by turn 2 Spyglass on something. Keep. Looks good to me. Even a Null Rod is not quite good enough. They kind of have to have a bunch of fast mana here. If they don't have a bunch of fast mana, we have like infinite time. Especially with a Strip Mine. This is quite a good shop's hand. So if they like have 1 piece of fast mana, then they could technically play a 3-drop on turn 2. I guess if they have Lackey on turn 1, then we might have to not go Trinisphere. We might have to go Inspector. I didn't think about that. They are a 4 Lackey deck. We just haven't seen any Lackeys. Lackeys are quite bad against a deck that has as many creatures as we do. So, but I guess that's true. If they do go turn 1 Lackey, I think I just have to go turn 1 Inspector, which is kind of awkward. Especially, all right, so we have Badlands. Oh, they have Lotus. That can't be good for the home team. All right, what do you got for me? Snoop. Interesting. Snoop is not the end of the world unless they follow this up with Recruiter, in which case we would then have to Spyglass. All right, they have follow-up Recruiter, but that's not lethal because they don't have haste. But if they just put Trash Master on top, then we lose, right? We can't actually beat this unless we draw Dismember. We have to draw exactly Dismember. Wow, that's fucked up. Damn. We have to draw exactly Dismember because the way they're going to stack this is they're going to have Trash Master on the top. No. Oh, yeah, actually, you're right. Maybe Spyglass still beats that. Yeah, maybe Spyglass still beats that. Yeah, I guess Spyglass still beats that. Huh. Then they have to make it to what, 4 mana to cast Trashmaster, but it's kind of unlikely they get to 4 mana, right? Seeing as they're going to stack some cards on the top of their library. But if we name Snoop, that that has the ability of Trashmaster, so that saved us for a while, and we have a strip mine. I think we can still fine. I think we're fine. It's going to be interesting because this game is going to be heavily dependent on how Dom stacks his library. If he stacks his library in a variety of ways, like it can get punished pretty hard by the hand we currently have. A great start though. Obviously, Land, Lotus, Snoop, Recruiter is almost just lethal, right? If they had a Chrome Mox and a red card, it would just be game. Maybe I built this deck because I built Goblins, but I built it as Turbo Muxus. Maybe I was supposed to build it. I didn't realize the Snoop combo was so compact with Recruiter. Maybe I've just been building this deck wrong. It looks quite good. All right, so they only put 2 cards on top. They put Skirk Prospector and Kiki Jiki. All right, so that's pretty good play. So now they're not locked too far out, and they can start casting spells maybe later. So we still need to stop this from happening on the upkeep. So we just have to go Sorcerer's Spyglass. You don't want to play PO.
Justin, I need
PO
a
is bad.
vintage Po list to play.
No PO. I won't let you play PO. I can't let you do that to yourself. Thank you for the 7-month resub, Kane. I appreciate it. You're a powerful wizard. All right, I'm gonna Spyglass the Snoop. I'm gonna Spyglass the Snoop. So they have a Matron and another Snoop. So they'll have 3 mana. Okay. Conspicuous Snoop. Done. Then tweet. Do you want to play Breach? I don't know. Let me think about it after I finish this game. All right, so now if I just Wasteland and 3-ball, that should just be game, right? Wasteland. Three-ball. That should just be game. So they can cast a 3-mana spell on this next turn. They'll have 1 turn to cast a 3-mana spell if they want. Oh, I drew another land. I think I'm just supposed to strip that. Can't. I guess I could cast Worm Coil. I think stripping is better. Can we pod? Can we do pod things? We pod things. I can pod into Lodestone. Doesn't really do anything. Could just play an Emerald out so I can play a Worm Coil next turn. No, it doesn't stack very well. I do think I want a pod so that I can go for Golos, maybe. I don't know. I can't revoke. I have to search for converted mana cost with 1 plus the sacrifice cost. So I can't go down. Oh, I see what you're saying. What do you want me to revoke? This is a mana ability, isn't it? Is this not a mana ability? Uh, I could name like Trash Master or something, but I think I'm just supposed to. I think it's just Mox and then Worm Coil. No, it says mana ability. Yeah, but not a Spyglass though. I don't have a Phyrexian. I can't get a Phyrexian Revoker. I could have stood up Factory, but I think playing a Worm Coil next turn is where I want to be. They're gonna fetch to try to find another land, probably. Oh, they found a Crater Maker. Okay, so they could cast Crater Maker, but not be able to activate it yet by sacking all of their things. And then we would have to revoke Spyglass Crater Maker. And that would lock the game up if they did that play. I could also just like make a second 3-ball as well. Maybe I should just hit that card as it is. What is it called? Goblin Crater Maker? They could play it and shoot next turn. I think I would rather just turn off their thing. Now I'm farther away from Wormcoil Engine, but I think that's fine. I guess I should probably attack there. Sting Scourger. Hmm. I could go for a Treasure Keeper. I think it's kind of funny that I can actually pay mana for this because I have an Emerald. So we'll know if they We'll know if they find Trashy. They can currently cast a Trashy if they were to find it. But it would cost all their creatures. Oh, they're going to go for this and put Trashy on top, I would assume. Or Trashy in their hand. They need... Oh, they have 4 mana for it. Okay. What are they going to do? Kill Trinisphere, though? Another Scrap Trawler. Oh, I feel like I'm dirtling so hard. I can bring back this Lotus for free, but it doesn't actually net me any mana. If I search and find Treasure Keeper, I need to pay 3 for its thing. So if they sack their board and play a Trash Master can sack and kill Trinisphere, which unlocks them to play more cards from their hand. I don't really have ways of like locking them out more besides like the Revokers. All right, so they can't really block this. So first we should just attack with this Scrap Trawler. I can't really get anything back with this Scrap Trawler. So well, I guess I could go Lotus and make a bunch of green mana. That actually change anything? I don't know if this actually changes anything. I guess we could just go Lodestone. You're right. That would probably make the most sense. Unless we go for Treasure Keeper. I guess we'll just go for Lodestone. And then I can use this mana to replay my Black Lotus. And I could play a Scrap Trawler or... Yeah, I think I should play a Scrap Trawler. Alright. Now... They can't play a Trash Master unless they draw a land. All right. I don't know. I was so confused on what we were supposed to do. I guess that is technically also lethal, yeah. Oh my god. I don't know. That's what happens when I have too many choices and none of them actually do anything. I'm like trying to figure out how I can like draw Scorpion up and like get another Wasteland, and I'm just like, none of this shit works because I'm Trinisphered. What a weird game. What a weird deck. I feel like we're missing some key components in this deck to like actually stop people from doing things, but I don't know. It's something. There's a one more match remaining. One more match remaining, and then we can go next round. Yeah, but the Lotus was so cool though. That's not true. I saved life, didn't I? I don't know. Yeah, I probably didn't. Oh man.